I don't understand. Filming with natural light, I get a glare. If I close those off, the room is dark. I can't win with my glasses. Hi bestie, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Paula, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about all of the book recs I have for Realmathon 4.0. So Realmathon is a readathon hosted by Cassidy over at Covers with Cassidy. This is, I believe, her 4th year doing this readathon. I have not been a part of it in the past. This is my first year joining in, and I'm very excited to see how this goes. Basically, Realmathon, at least for this year, is a city, and it's run basically by 4 families. You pick the family you want to be a part of. There are certain bonus prompts to each family, and you work as a team to either grow your points or take away points from other families. I will link Cassidy's video down below if you want to learn more about the Realmathon itself. I am not going to go through all of that. Cassidy did a great video explaining it, so check out her video down below. But what I wanted to do is give some book recs for some of these prompts. Now, for me, Realmathon gives off a very much fantasy or romantasy vibe, which is totally fine. But luckily, it is not a rule that you have to read fantasy or romantasy or anything like that for this readathon. So, as a romance reader, I figured why not create a recommendations video all with romance books for those of us who read just romance. So I'm gonna go through a few of the prompts. Not all of them I'm gonna have recommendations for, because some of them are like a book you think is gonna be a 5-star, or a book a friend recommends to you, or different things like that that really are not gonna be able to be recommended via video like this. So there's certain ones that are like an even number of letters in the title of a book. That one I can give recommendations for. So I'm going to go through a bunch of them and just start rambling off these recommendations. I'm not going to be talking about the books at all. I'm just going to tell you which ones fit which prompts. Also, I have my iPad here with all the info. So if I look down, that's why. So I'm going to go through all of the prompts that are on the defending side. So these are positive points for your family's team. So the first prompt that I'm going to go over is recover in the infirmary. And the prompt for this is the word "the" is in the title, but not the first word of the title. So for this one, I've got Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, Chance on the Fly by Maren Moore, Hot for the Principal by Alexandria Goncalves, Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, Off the Hook by Julia Olivia, Break the Rules by Julia Jarrett, and All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. So those are all books that would fit that. Next one is Launder Money, which has a wealthy character. So for me, I immediately went to Billionaire Romances because that's pretty easy. So for this one, I've got Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. Honestly, this entire series would work because all 3 of the brothers are billionaires. Next one is Teach Me by K.A. Tucker. Again, that whole series. Again, Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. The Risk of Falling by Nikki Ash. Sharp Love by Mandy Muse. And Heart Like Yours by Michaela Christie. Next one is Write a Policy, and this one is an even number of letters in the title. So for this one, I have Tempting by Bella Matthews. Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Beautiful Crazy by A. James. Crossroads by Devney Perry, Cash by Jessica Peterson, All Too Well by Corinne Michaels, Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. Next one is Move Up the Ranks, and the prompt for this one is title with a title. So this one has to have like Prince, King, Queen, things like that. This one's not as easy to do with romance novels. So I also took like job titles into play here. So I have 2 from Maren Moore. I have The Newspaper Nanny and Sincerely the Puck Bunny, both by Maren Moore. The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. I put in the entire Clifton Forge series by Devney Perry. Each one of these books has some sort of title in the name. Next up is Brutal Prince or Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark. I have another entire series, so the Dalton Family series by Marnie Mann, The Nanny by Lana Ferguson, and Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. Again, some of these are kind of up for interpretation. Cassidy has said that 9 times out of 10, if you think it fits, it fits. So you just kind of have to play around with things like that one. And then the last one that I have for the defending side is Strength in Numbers. And this book has sibling characters. So there's a lot that you could do from this. So we could do the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher, again, 3 brothers. You can do the Bergman Brothers series by Chloe Leese. And you could also do 5 rounds or 2 fights by Nikki Castle. So those are the ones that match the defending side, so positive points for your team. Now I'm going to go through some on the attacking side, which is when you would take points away from another family. So the first one is Stakeout, and it is a book with a 2-word title, and the word the counts as a word within this. So I put the entire Briar U and Off Campus series, so The Deal, The Mistake, all of those. That works. I put Beach Read by Emily Henry, Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Again, the entire Clifton Forge series. These are all 2-word title books. Poker Face by Maggie Gates. You can do the entire Twisted series by Anna Huang. Any book from the Runaway series, again by Devney Perry. Any book from the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. And any book from the Sparrow Falls series by Catherine Cowles. Next one is Spread Fake Gossip, and this one is the word of has to be somewhere in the title. Has to be its own word, not part of another word. So for this one, I have 7 of Hearts by Maggie Gates, Of Heartbreak and Harmony by Britt Benson, the entire Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles, The Risk of Falling by Nikki Ash, and another Maggie Gates book, 100 Lifetimes of Us. Next one is B&E, and this is an author uses an initial. So there's tons that you could do for this. You could do H Hunting, which is Helena Hunting, but some of her books she uses just H instead of Helena. You could do any book from K.A. Tucker, any book from T.L. Swan, or any book by A.L. Jackson. And then the last one is Decode a Message. And this one is title/author has all 5 vowels in it. So this one was kind of fun to try and figure out. So it can be either all in the title, all in the author's name, or combined, but you can't use any other words that are on the front of a book. So you can't use like a series name or like New York bestseller. It has to be just the title and the author. So for this one, you could do The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. You could do Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. You could do The Stars Above Us by Maggie Gates. You could do Beautifully Broken Pieces by Catherine Cowles. You could do Unforgettable by Willow Astor, or you could do Sunny Disposition by Deanna Gray. So those are just a couple romance recommendations for the Realmathon 4.0. I am so excited to take part in this. Is it the best month for me to do a readathon? Probably not, because I do have 2 trips, so I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done, but we're going to try. We're going to do what we can. If you're curious, I did join the Stags family, so I'm very excited to be part of that family. But again, if you want to know more about the readathon as a whole, I will have Cassidy's video linked down below. So you can go check out her announcement video. She's got a Google Doc and she's got a Discord that you can join. So much information. She's put tons of work into it. So definitely check it out. But other than that, I will see you in my next video.